Okay, in this video we're going to build a new compact modern house. So I'm going to figure out where to put this place. There's the house we built in the first video. So I guess we'll go over on this side. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come roughly even with the house next door. And we're going to build the first part of the front section. So I'm going to raise, let's see, I don't want to use slabs, I'm going to use quartz blocks, and we're going to go 3 blocks high. Then we're going to skip one and put 3 more blocks and then connect in the middle. And then I'm going to come down and we're going to put a light right here. It's going to be a window, and underneath the window we're going to use a sea lantern to put a light right there. So we'll go right here and put our light, and now I'm going to use black glass panes and put our window. So that's all we've got so far is this section right here. So now we'll go back to our quartz blocks, and I'm going to go over this way, and we're going to bring this section back 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're just going to build up. We're going to leave a space for a window right there. Let's see, I'm going to move it over like that and put our block there. And then we're just going to bring across the top block like so. So now I'm going to use glass panes, and you can use whatever color you want. So now I'm going to go back 1 more block on this side, and then this will be a wall coming out, and we're going to bring that out 3. And now we're going to have our door is going to be right here, so we're going to leave 2 blocks high for the door, and we'll go ahead and make it a double door. So we'll bring out 2, and then is that 2? No, that's 3. So we got 1, 2 for the doors, and then we'll match up there. Okay, so for the floor I'm going to use polished granite, and polished granite is a really nice material to use for a floor because it looks like kind of tile floors a lot of people put in their houses. So we're going to come down and just put a few spaces for the doorway, and then I'm going to use jungle doors, and I'm using the Flows HD resource pack, which has really cool looking jungle doors. Okay, so there's our jungle doors, and here's our front area. So let's go to our decoration blocks, and I'm going to grab, let's see, let's get some spruce leaves, and I think we'll go with stone slabs for the entryway. So we'll grab some stone slabs. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab these spruce leaves, because I want to have like some bushes coming along here. Like that, and then I'm going to go to our stone slabs and build a walkway. We're not going to go all the way out on the video, but just to illustrate what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and put the stone slabs in here so we have an idea at least what the front door is going to look like. Okay, so there's that section, and now what are we going to do over here? Well, we're going to go back to quartz blocks, and we're going to have a balcony that goes over on the second floor. So it's going to start right here, and so we're just going to raise that to be equal to the wall on that side. And then we're going to bring it out like this, and we're going to skip all the way to the front. I'm going to have it match up. I believe this is the right space. So we're going to have it match up there and go up. And then I think down here I'm going to put some more bushes. So we'll grab our spruce leaves and put some bushes along here. Okay, so that's what we have so far. So now we're going to go ahead and start working on our second floor, at least in the front. This is going to be a very compact house, but it'll be a nice house. So we're going to go up here and go to our quartz blocks, and we'll just start working on what's going to be the floor for the second story. And this section out here is going to be the balcony. So we're going to come out, and then we're going to come out one block. So we're going to need to fill this in all the way over here. And we're going to have it come out one block over this section here. So it's going to come out like that. It'll come over one. And now I'm going to fill in the balcony area, which is going to cover. I'm going to actually have it meet up out here, so we'll bring this one over here. So extend that, well, we don't want it to come out two. I already had those matching, sorry. Alright, so there we go. So this is what it looks like so far. So now let's go over here, and we're going to fill in this area where the balcony is going to be. And then we're going to add some stained glass panes to serve as railings for the top of the balcony. Okay, so we're going to start those. Start right here. And let me make sure I get this right. Okay, so we're going to come over to right there, which will be one block before the next section. And that's what we have so far. So now let's grab our quartz blocks, and we're going to go around to the back side. bring this down. So we've got one block there, so that's going to be pretty narrow, so I'm going to add another section right here. And so we'll come back, let's come back even with this part first. And then I'm going to come back 10 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then one more makes 10, and then we'll start coming across this way. So let's go over to the other side and then bring it back to meet it. Like I said, it's going to be kind of a compact house, but that's alright because we want to just learn how to build. We'll leave a space for a back door right there. Okay, so then we can go ahead and start raising the corners. And so we're going to raise these to 4 blocks high. And then let's go ahead and match these up with the section we already raised. And so let's do the same over here. So we'll raise this to 4 blocks. And then we'll connect up where our floor is going to be. And then we'll start bringing it over on this side. And since I extended that, we're going to have to extend the overhang on that side. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this grass. We're going to use this polished granite to put our tile floor. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back, and all I did down here was just fill in with the polished granite to put the interior floor. So now I'm going to go down and we're going to put in the rear door, and for that I'm going to use a spruce door. Just kind of has a look for a backyard door. So there we go, there's the spruce door. And then above that I'm going to put a quartz block, and I think on the sides I'm going to put windows. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab some blocks. So we're going to use the same black stained glass as what I'm using, even though it doesn't show up too well in this with the shaders that I'm using. It is black stained glass, so if you're not using shaders or a different shader, it'll show up differently. Okay, so I'm going to do that on that side, and we're going to do the same on the other side. Then we'll go with quartz. And you know what we do, where we place our windows and so forth, it's like interior decorating. That's kind of your own choices. So then we'll finish off the back with a 3x2 window. Okay, so that's pretty nice for the back, and then we'll go over here to this side. And so I'm just going to mark off a couple of windows. I kind of like open, lots of light coming in. Other people have different preferences, but so I'm going to put a few windows here, and I'm going to use the blocks on this side, sticking with the panes in the front. Okay, and then finally we're going to do the other side, so let's go around. And be sure to check out our other videos to see how those houses were built. Okay, so we're going to go with a 3x2 right here. Then I'm going to put a column of quartz. And we're going to do another 3x2 right here. And then we'll go with quartz. I'm going to put 2 rows of quartz right here. And then this section over here, I'm gonna make this all glass. So we're gonna go, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's gonna be a 5x2 window. So that'll kind of make this little hallway have a nice open feel. Okay, so let's go over here and come around. So we're going to go to quartz blocks, and actually, let's see, I'm going to extend this over one more, so I'm going to get rid of one of those glass panes, and so we're going to come up 3 blocks, and so I'm going to skip one here, come up 3, and then we're going to come up 3 on this side, and now I'm going to top those off with quartz. So we're going to have these 2 big windows here, and I'm going to go ahead and fill those with glass panes. Okay, so that's what we've got there, and now let's come back over here behind our where our balcony is going to be and start building up the walls on this side. Okay, so we're going to come up 3, 4, come over to this corner. Let's see, make sure that that comes back to the right spot. So I'm just going to start building back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we'll come up 4. Actually, I think we don't want to come up that many, so let's, yeah, we only want to come up 3 blocks. Okay, so we'll cut across here. Alright, so now that matches up. Now I'm going to figure out what are we going to do for our doors and so forth. I'm going out to the balcony. I think I'm going to put double doors right there. And so I'm going to come up with quartz blocks right there. And right here we're going to put a pane window. So we're going to go over here and just fill in this entire area with glass panes. And this one, I think since it's coming out to the balcony, I think I'm going to start from ground level and put a window like this. So now let's see, what kind of door do we want here? Let's go to our redstone, and I'm going to use dark oak doors up here. Okay, so we're going to put 2 dark oak doors coming out to the patio, and then I'm going to put 2 glass blocks above the doors. Okay, so let's take stock of what we have so far. So that's what it looks like so far from the front. So now we're going to go back, and I'm mulling around what to use for the floor on the top story. So while I do that, I'm going to go ahead and start connecting up these the frame for the second floor. So let's go ahead and start bringing these up. I hate to use too much quartz, so I'm kind of reluctant to use quartz as the floor on the second floor, since we're already using it for the walls. But I'm not sure I want to use I want to have something different than what's on the bottom, so I'm not going to use the polished granite. So maybe I'll try some kind of wood. Okay, so let's go ahead and connect up this long section here. Okay, so let's come down to floor level here, and let's see what we could use. I think I'm just going to go with plain oak wood planks. So let's go ahead and replace our polished granite with that. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to fill up this entire area at floor level, and later on when I'm done, I'm going to punch out a section for the stairs. So since this is kind of tedious right here, I'm going to pause the video and just fill this in with the oak. Okay, so I'm going to go find some oak stairs, and I'm going to bring those in. So this is what I have so far. We just filled in the top floor with oak wood planks, and I left a space for stairs. And you can see it's really nice. It's really lets in a lot of sun and so forth. So I'm going to put a double wide staircase. So let's see. So let's put some oak wood planks here. And then we'll okay, so that's a good location. So it goes right to the back door. You come into the stairs. And let's see, I don't have enough room, so we got to break out one more. Okay, so we got that. So now we're going to, I'm going to use plain glass for the back. So first of all, I'm going to come over here. I want to keep the back pretty open because it has a really nice effect of that light coming in. So we're going to have a lot of large windows up here. Again, that's just a preference. Maybe some people don't like that. You can't sleep in the morning and so forth. So I'm gonna have I'm gonna fill in this one. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to fill in with plain glass. Like that. So we have a nice big window out back and or off to the side rather. Let's come over here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the entire back section of the second floor will be glass. Let's see. And then let's come over to this side, and I think to mimic the bottom floor a little bit, I'm going to bring glass out to the end of this hallway. I'll do one more, and then we're going to have a column of quartz there, and column of quartz there, and then we'll fill in the rest with glass. Alright, so the last thing we want to do up here, of course before furnishing it and so forth, is let's grab some panes. And I guess I'll go with the where are the I'm gonna go with black stained glass panes again, and we're gonna use that for a railing around the staircase. It looks kind of weird because it's I guess I'll just have it go like this. So we'll put one there, and then have it come out to there. So that'll be the railing around the staircase. So now we're going to start working on the ceiling here. And I'm thinking I want to have some kind of overhang. So I'm going to go with quartz slabs. And we're going to leave some spaces for skylights. So I'm going to have the quartz slab come out like this. So we're going to fill that in all the way around, and let's see, over here I'm going to have a big skylight. So I'm going to fill this middle section here. Let's see, I'm going to go with quartz blocks to fill in one row on each side. So it's not too big. And then we're going to put not quartz, plain glass to make a skylight so we can keep that feeling of all the light coming through on the second floor. It's going to be damping, or damped a bit, but it'll still give it a really nice feel to the second floor. Okay, so we got that, and then we're just going to continue our quartz slabs on the outside of that. And so the quartz slabs are going to cover the entire balcony, but so on this side I'm going to start with 2 blocks in and then come out like that, so it will surround the skylight like that, and that's going to extend all the way around. And then over here there's not as much light coming in on this side, so I'm just going to go ahead and fill it in. So that's another tedious task. I'm going to go ahead and get done with that and pause the video, and then we'll show you what we did. Okay, so we've extended out the quartz slabs, and I completely covered the balcony, and this is what it looks like. It comes over 1 block all the way around, and then we left out the middle section for the glass windows. So now all it's left to do is to do some interior decorating and finish up with the outside. So over here on the front, I'm going to go with stone bricks on the outside. Let's see, let's just get plain stone bricks, and I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to alternate these with sea lanterns to light up the entryway. I don't know if that'll be too much, but and then we'll do something similar on this side. So I'm just going to have my lamps match up. And we can have this walkway extend all the way out. I think to make it symmetrical, I'm going to get rid of this bush right there and put some stone bricks. Okay, so we have our entryway there, and you know, something else you can do is you can put sea lanterns up here as well. And then on the sides, you know, you can decorate with bushes or whatever you want to do. And so let's go on the inside. And so what I'm going to do here in the middle, just to give some light on the bottom floor, is I'm going to knock out 4 blocks, and then I'm going to put sea lanterns. And let's grab some carpet. So let's see, what kind of color of carpet do we want to use in here? It really doesn't matter. We'll just use lime for the sake of an example. So I'm just going to put lime carpet on top of these sea lanterns, but you see it gives a nice lighting effect in there. And then of course you can put some torches on the walls. So I'm going to go ahead and interior decorate, and you can do the same. We might want to put some lights up here too. So let's see, I'm going to go ahead and what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it match up that bottom lantern that's under that front window like that. And we're going to need some over here too. So I'm going to go ahead and add some interior decorations and we'll be right back. Okay, I just did some interior decorating, and of course that's all amount of taste. Around that carpet area where I put the lights, I put some chairs, make it kind of like a sofa, and a simulated TV here. So to make the TV, I just put two glass panes and then put a picture on top. And then that front area with the light and the window, I just put a like a bench. It's like a reading area. There's some books, and then I made it like a little kitchen over here. Um, it is kind of cramped with the stairs. I might have brought it back about 5 more blocks just to make it a little bit more roomy. So here's another reading area up here. So what I did here is like there's a chair and two end tables, a bunch of books, and some more chairs. Here's a writing desk. Then there's the bed and a chest. And then outside, I put on the balcony, I put a table, which I made out of oak fence and carpet, and some stairs. I used spruce wood for a couple benches for the eating table for the outdoors. Okay, so that's it for this build. Thanks for watching.